Welcome everyone. This is the Cosmic Awakening and this is another yes or no pick a card. We have three options today. Option 1 with this yellow calcite, option 2 with this quartz, option 3 with this orange calcite. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch again later and share the video with someone you feel may need this information. Timestamps will be in the description box. See you at your pile. Welcome, pile 1. If you chose this yellow calcite, this is your yes or no reading. So let's see what your answer is and what the energy is around your question, what your question may be. So we have your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. You could have your moon in Taurus or some important placement in Taurus, or the timing could be somewhere around the full moon in Taurus, which is around Scorpio season, so November. Or you could have a placement in Taurus. This could be something about a dream that you have that you want to manifest or make happen. And if that is the case, then this is an indication that you need to come up with a plan. It could be a business plan or a budget plan or a savings plan, project plan, okay? You need to write something down, come up with a strategy, a plan of action, practical steps, from dream to conception. So this could be about a goal or a dream that you may have. We have the garden and the gate here. So this could have something to do with a home or exploring, going beyond your comfort zone. It could be something to do with changing something about your life that you may be a little bit worried about changing or a little bit fearful of or wary of. It's almost like your intuition is telling you to do something, but because you can't see things unfolding just yet, you're having trouble trusting the process, very possibly. This could have something to do with moving out of your comfort zone and possibly stepping into your life purpose. Never-ending story. It seems to be something you keep thinking about. It keeps going over and over and over in your mind, but you're not doing anything about it. The number 30, the number 37 could be relevant to you, the number 10 and the number 1, as well as the number 3. I am seeing November 3rd, November 30th, November 1st, and November 10th. Square, yes, this is challenging for you. It's a challenging situation, or this could be about a challenging situation, maybe about a situation that never seems to change. Well, we're going to see all the yes or no possibilities for all these questions, okay? So hang in tight. We have Queen of Air. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Possibly. This could have something to do with communication or cutting something off out of your life. It could have something to do with using your discernment, your wisdom, making a logical decision, or someone making a logical decision. You may be asking if something is over or if you should end something. 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold or not having enough money, possibly. 8 of Cups, walking away. So if your question was, should I move away from someone? The answer is yes. If your question is, if your question is very specifically, is the situation I am in preventing me from making more money? Yes, it is. So you should move away. If you aren't being well paid at your job and you're asking yourself, should I walk away? Yes, because there is something better. But you need to make a practical plan. If there is something that keeps repeating itself and it's challenging in your life and it keeps you leaving, if it keeps you feeling left out in the cold, if your question is, should I walk away from this thing that makes me feel this way? Yes, you should walk away from a never-ending story that seems to be keeping you in a loop of feeling very low vibrational. You should walk away. Anything that's presenting itself as too much of a challenge or creating too much tension, too many stalls in your life, if you're constantly thinking about walking away from something, this is your confirmation that you should walk away from the struggles, from the frustrations, from the pressures. Reorient yourself. Should you reconcile? No. You should not reconcile if this keeps you in low vibration, feeling left out in the cold, sad, worried, anxious, fearful. But when you walk away, make sure you walk away with a plan. Be smart about this, is the advice from Spirit. Use your discernment. Don't use your heart in this situation. If there's something keeping you unhappy, or if there's a situation you're in that keeps you or makes you unhappy, move away. It's very simple. I'm getting that quote by Maya Angelou, and if you are on my members area, the members area is a place where you can go and watch extra pick-a-cards for a small fee. I don't know if it's $2.99 a month or if it's $3.99. I don't recall, but you have to be on a computer so you can join and press the join button here on the channel's main page. But there I made a whole reading around, it's a love reading, around the question, how do you make them feel? Because this Maya Angelou quote, and I think it's a very real quote, and it helps us really assess situations in a very matter-of-fact way. But it does involve assessing our feelings and our emotions and not putting them aside, but we do it in a rational way. So it's the perfect marriage between our mind and our emotions. And it says something like, it doesn't matter what people do to you or say to you. At the end of the day, what matters is how they make you feel. So if someone or something or some situation, some circumstance, some place, some job, some boss, some partner, some friend, some family member, some colleague, some person at the grocery store, or just a task, whatever it is that is making you feel left out in the cold, it's not paying you well, it just keeps you in a loop, it's making you frustrated, anxious, depressed, sad, ashamed or guilty, or you need to move away. Because when making a decision, this pile is very strongly telling you this. Don't think about what people say to you. It could be nice things, but you're still feeling bad. The money you're making is making you feel bad, or they're doing something that seems like a really good thing, but it's making you feel bad. It means it's not aligned with your energy. It's especially if it's debilitating to the point where you're not being as productive as you could be. You're not acting at your highest potential. Whatever this is that's holding you back from achieving your highest potential, which is there because I see it, you need to let it go. Even if it's letting it go mentally, emotionally, physically, some aspect of it needs to go. Now, you may be sitting there saying, okay, I need to leave this place, but I don't have money to find a new one. Well, then what you need to let go of right now, if you can't let go physically, is mentally, or just halt the communication, decrease communication. There's a lot of things that you can do to remove yourself from situations that are toxic, from people, from places, from whatever that is. Come up with a plan. If this is about a job, go job hunting before you release a job, or come up with a plan B, your own business, whatever that is. If this is making you feel bad, walk away. Now, if this was not your pile, this was not your question, go ahead and choose another pile. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of other uploads here on the channel. There are a ton of other videos that are not yes or no's, and a ton of other yes or no's here on the channel. I hadn't done this one in a while. It was a pleasure. Bless you all, and bye. Okay. Welcome, pile 2. If you chose this crystal, then this is your yes or no. You've got nothing is yet set in stone. So it seems like you either haven't made a decision yet, or someone hasn't made a decision yet, or there's not a clear yes or no outcome for this situation as of yet, depending on what your situation is. Now, you could have a moon in Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo. Doesn't have to be. Or you could be one of these mutable signs somewhere strongly in your chart. But it seems like the energy is still very unstable and uncertain and mutable. Why? Because maybe you haven't yet made a decision, and maybe you're wanting to manifest something, but you're not clear about what that is. Or maybe someone has not made a decision. And until this decision is made to manifest effectively, or to manifest something, or to move forward with something, then there is still yet no answer, if this makes sense. But we'll see the other cards and see what this says. But it means that you can still change something about the situation, if you're wondering. You can still change the way you're manifesting through positive affirmations, through changing your self-concept, or changing your assumption of what is possible, okay, in this situation. We have storm warning. Maybe you are afraid that something may go awry, or there is a warning here that something is about to change, or some chaos is about to step in. Maybe you're asking, will there be chaos if I make a change? Maybe you're asking about making a change in your life, and you're wondering which way should you go, and you're wondering, if I make this change, will it create chaos? Now, this may be a question that you're asking about a revelation or an epiphany that you had recently that has created some chaos in your mind, okay? The number 10 and the number 1 could be relevant here. October could be relevant here. I'm seeing something about Italy or Greece could be relevant here as well. This could have something to do with travel. If it is a Mercury retrograde, the advice is for you to not plan or book any travels. And if you're traveling during a Mercury retrograde, then it's possible that you experience delays. Now, so your question could be about something that's changing or you want to change. It could be something about worrying whether if you change something, will there be chaos? And we have building blocks. So this could be about something that you want to build. So these are all questions that are possible here, okay? It doesn't have to be all of them. It could just be one of them. You could be asking, whether You should build with someone, or you should build something. You should build maybe a house, or should you build a business? Should you build, it's about building something. Should you work towards something? Should you invest your time and your effort and your energy? Should you invest your money? Is this going to grow? Is this going to build? The number 28, 10 again. We have 10, 10. Maybe something is halfway built and you're worried if you should change something about what is going, like a foundation that you started building. Now, this could be a literal building or a relationship. It could be a situation in your life, a business even. Should I keep going? The number 28 I mentioned could be relevant here. You may be asking those things. So let's see what else. We have outlook and ascendant. Maybe you're wondering if you should change the mission statement of your company. Maybe you're wondering, should I change my wardrobe? Should I change the way I express myself? What effect will this change have on other people? Will it have a good effect? Will it have a bad effect? Should I change my body image? Should I change something about my body? Should I change something about my attitude or the mark that I leave in the world? Should I change my worldview? Is someone going to change their attitude toward me? Is someone going to change the way they see things? Should I change my approach? Should I change roles within a organization? Should I be doing something different with my life? If I decide to do something different with my life, will there be chaos? Let's see what your answers are. So we have the 6 of Cups, 6 of Water. So you could be thinking about going to something in the past, going back to the past, or reconciling with someone you built with halfway and you didn't finish things up. You feel like there's unfinished business. You're wondering, should you go back and revisit that for some of you and reconcile and keep building from the middle up? Is there still a possibility that things will change between you and this person? Should you bring something back from the past that you've always wanted to do and you never got to? Should you allow your inner child to speak up when it comes to making your mark in the world? Should you be doing something you wanted to do when you were a child? 9 of Cups. You may be asking, is this going to bring me wish fulfillment? If I change something, will it bring me more blessings, more... Will I reach my goal if I go back and revisit something in the past so that I can do things differently in the future? Or will there be chaos? Should I change something about myself and how I look to achieve my goals? And we have the Hanged Man. Should I view this from a different perspective? Is someone looking at things from a different perspective? Is someone willing to change? So let's put it this way. The answer is very straightforward. Whatever your question was, and it could be one of these questions, does someone want to reconcile with you? Is your ex coming back? Is this person going to be your wish fulfillment? Now, you could have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart, or you could be dealing with someone who has Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, especially in the moon or rising position. But the number 12 could be relevant, the number 3, the number 9, and the number 6. And I am seeing the Fibonacci numbers here, the 3, the 6, and the 9. So there's something highly spiritual about this, and a spiritual awakening process in this that seems to be changing you. So I would say your answer is things are changing. You are changing on a very deep level. You're seeing things from a different perspective. Whatever your question was, the answer is whatever you want it to be. Basically, it's a yes if you want a yes, it's a no if you want a no, because at the end of the day, it's your wish fulfillment. That's the answer. Whatever your wish is what you're getting. So, whatever you want to do, it seems to be a yes. If you want to change something about your image, yes, don't worry. There will be no chaos. It's overall a yes if you wanted a yes. It's a no if you wanted a no, okay? Pile 2, that was your reading. Let me know how that resonates in the comment section. If this was not your reading, go ahead and check another pile. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Go ahead and check out my other videos. Go ahead and join my membership area for extra pick-a-cards for a small fee. To join, you need to get on a computer and hit the join button. You can't do it on your phone. It will be a pleasure to see you there. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. I think I'm repeating myself. Share the video with someone you feel may need this information. Save the video if you want to watch it again later. Pleasure to read for you. Bye. See you next time. Welcome. Last but not least, if you chose pile number 3 in the orange calcite, this is your yes or no. So let's jump right into it. We have a time for healing. So this could be a question involving healing or becoming a healer or going to school to be a doctor, a nurse, or to practice Reiki, maybe learn energy healing, or something about starting a healing practice, or whether you will be healing, whether there will be healing in a certain situation or relationship, circumstance, or for a certain person. Any type of healing. This could be a question about healing a situation or a circumstance or a place or someone's health. Or we have door to spirit. So this could be spiritual healing, energy healing. The number 32 could be relevant. The number 5, you may be asking, will there be positive change and a change that brings healing? Should you connect more to spirit? We have go the distance. You may be wondering about something working out, or whether if you start something, will it last? Will it really pay off? Or will it be a waste of time? We have opposition and balance. Maybe this is something where you're fearing that someone may oppose or someone is against this. But maybe this is a situation that you feel will bring balance to your life. Maybe you're asking, is this going to bring balance to my life, or will it bring conflict? You may be asking, is someone mirroring you, your attitudes, your spiritual path? You may be asking, will I be able to turn my obstacles into stepping stones? Will I be able to manifest healing? Or will my projects, my business go the distance? We have the Queen of Fire. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. Doesn't have to be. You may be asking, will I be inspired and an inspiration to others? Will I have a platform, be seen and be supported? Will people come in and help me? Is what I am doing healing to other people? Am I psychic? You may be asking. Should I use my psychic and healing abilities? You may be asking. If I do, is this something I'm meant to do? Is something that's meant to go the distance? This may be creating some anxiety and some sleepless nights. It may be keeping you up in your head. Maybe you're wondering, will there be anxiety in the mix here? Will this bring conflict to your life? Will this... Will people confront you for what you're doing if you decide to go ahead and do something? This may be, your question may be about becoming your own boss or becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe starting a healing business. Maybe you are asking if you are a mirror to other people, like a walking mirror where you mirror back to people what they need to work on, and if that is something that is healing. Even though it may bring people anxiety and it may have people feeling like you confront them. And even if this is something that brings you anxiety because you don't like to be in this position where you call people out all the time and Maybe there's conflict that arises from this, and you're wondering, maybe will there be more conflict arising from this? And we have the Emperor. So you could have Aries in your chart, doesn't have to be. I'm seeing a lot of feline energy here, so you could be connected to Bastet in Egyptian mythology. What else? Or you could be, you have a cat or a cheetah or a lion as your animal totem, or you could just be connected to cats. But this is about bossing up and taking charge of your life. Okay, so if your question is, will your business be successful? Will you be able to overcome the obstacles? The answer is yes. If you start a business, will it go the distance? Yes. If you start a healing business, will it go the distance? Yes. Energy healing, will it go well? Yes. Go for it. Stick to your guns. Will you be able to take charge of your life? It's gonna bring you some sleepless nights. It's going to bring you some anxiety, but absolutely yes, it will be absolutely worth it. Yes, you will have a following. Yes, you will have, you will be inspiring other people. Yes, you may be mirroring some things to people, but it will be worth it. It will be for their healing and their higher good. It will ruffle some feathers, but it's necessary. It's the same as people wanting to avoid shadow work and wanting things to be hunky-dory and daisy all day. Like the other day, I was recording a pick-a-card. I don't remember which one it was, and I wasn't feeling, at my best that day, and the channeling was heavy, and I was breathing deeply. I was, I'll get to my point, guys. I'm sorry. I was sighing, but I was tired, and I was going through some things. The weather wasn't good, and the message was heavy. And so someone commented, actually two people, one of them told me that if I kept going that way, my channel would lose subscribers. And I was like, you know what? The channel will get the subscribers. They will be the people who need this channel and who will find healing in this channel, because this is a channel to heal, basically, first and foremost. And then I thought, but... And I answered, and there was someone who asked me, why can't you just always be happy? And I couldn't even believe the question, because that's not even human or normal. So I'm thinking, maybe a troll or something, but some people, I don't know if depending on their life experience or their age, because they haven't gone through much yet, and so they don't quite understand, or they don't quite want to dive that deep where they have to feel uncomfortable and do the work, because nothing really affects them, because everything is hunky-dory, everything goes their way. There are a lot of people who are at that stage in their life, but that is not reality. As we go in life, there are always times when we're not going to feel good, and we want to go after things, but in going after those things, of course, there are going to be times where, it's not going to just be hunky-dory. Of course, maybe we're staying up at night thinking about solutions, about, how we can push a business forward, or how can we inspire people, how can we heal? And, sometimes we lose sleep over these things, and it's okay. It's part of the process, and sometimes we get anxious, and it's okay. It's staying in that energy that is a problem. But if we dive deep and we are able to then pull ourselves out and heal, then it's all worth it. And I do see this being that situation with a business. Now, you could be asking another question. Will I heal my depression and anxiety? Absolutely, yes, you will. Yes, you will. Especially if you connect to your higher self, especially if you meditate, especially if you seek help. Yes, you will heal from your anxiety and your depression. Wow, there will be healing, okay? Absolutely. There's healing all over this, and it's a lot to do with connection to spirit, to your higher self here, okay? Pile 3, this was your reading, not to make it too long. I hope this was helpful, and it was a pleasure to read for you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. If you'd like to join my membership area, You just have to click the join button on your computer. You can't do it on your phone. There are extra pick a cards there, and if you want to share this with someone you feel may need it, go ahead and do so. Save the video if you want to watch it later. It was a pleasure to read for you today. Bless you all, and bye. Till next time.